Hello, this is Dr. Rosensweet, and I want to respond to two questions. And I'm a new member. I've been on the patch for 10 years for hot flashes. My gynecologist took me off cold turkey last summer, and life has been miserable. And then she goes on to say that she's tried a lot of things, herbs, gabapentin, and nothing's working. She's getting hot flashes night and day. And I don't know if this is going to help me anymore or what. I don't know if I need to see a new doctor or is there another option that might be worth trying. Thank you. And then as she responds to a follow-up question, why did you go off? Which I think was an excellent question from the group. Her response is, I was told that I was over 60 and there were too many chances of cancer and I can't find anyone to put me back on it. This is a very important issue, Cindy. Because prior to 2002, women were treated with hormones for many, many years. They wouldn't want to stop. They feel good on the hormones, and what they may not have known is how good those hormones were for their bones, their brains, their arteries, their bladders, their vagina. Yeah. And then 2002, that Women's Health Initiative study exploded with wrong information. Even the original study committee retracted in 2017 in the same journal that they originally published that after 18 years of follow-up, there was no increased breast cancer, heart attack, and stroke. As many as millions of women and physicians and nurse practitioners heard about the increased risk that was false in 2002, even though it's been retracted in the 2017 study. It's been retracted all along the way by lots of people. Very few people have heard of this. So many physicians are out there and so many women are out there still with the belief that if I take hormones, I'm at increased risk for breast cancer. Your doctor probably did what so many doctors are doing, is that they said that I'm not going to continue to treat women over 60 because what they were instructed to do after the collapse of hormone treatment in 2002 and so many women having so many trouble with hot flashes and stuff, they modified their stance a little bit and doctors were taught take the lowest dose possible for the shortest period of time. And that's why your gynecologist wanted to take you off hormones at 60. Now, the information is now starting to reach the general public and the physicians, but it hasn't arrived yet. There's a book that will clarify this for you. It's called Estrogen Matters. And here's what I want to say from that book. Women who are treated with hormones are at less risk for breast cancer, heart attack, and stroke than women who are untreated. There's 450 references in that book. They're even talking about Premature and Prempro. I'm not going to go into that issue. And sooner or later, all doctors are going to be caught up with that particular piece of information. We're all at risk for cancer. Yes, women are at risk for breast cancer. Men are at risk for prostate cancer. But a woman who is treated with hormones is at less risk for breast cancer, heart attack, and stroke than a woman who's untreated. Now why I'm repeating that is you're 60 years old, and that's what I want you to know. That's what the best medical science is these days. And then let me take this further. As a physician, it's been extremely rewarding to assist women when they go into menopause and they have hot flashes and their life gets disrupted and they're not thinking clearly and their relationships are in trouble and their libido is shot, etc., etc., etc. It's extremely rewarding to replenish those hormones to the optimal levels, and the women are back online. And they're so grateful that they're doing it. And I think you might have had some kind of experience like that originally. But what I've learned over time is, as important as that initial helping a woman get back online into herself, feeling herself is, the greatest benefit of hormones is 10 years after that, and 10 years after that, and 10 years after that. Because women who stay on hormones for their whole life, that's what I'm recommending to you, they can prevent osteoporosis, sarcopenia, the loss of muscle mass, vaginal atrophy, cognitive decline, arteriosclerosis, and the list goes on and on. And the significance of that is, because I've treated women in their 80s and their 90s, the most important thing to women is to not lose the health of that vagina and that bladder, not to lose the muscle that holds up the bladder, not to lose the muscles in your lower extremities so that you cannot stand with stability and walk with stability and you fall on an osteoporotic hip, or most important of all, you lose bladder control, you have to shift from walker to wheelchair, and that's the defining moment where so many women go into assisted living facilities and have to leave their families. So in our teaching methods, we teach physicians and nurse practitioners that you're doing great work for the short run, for the first 10 years pre and post menopause, the perimenopausal period, the early menopausal period. That's phenomenal. Women are going to love that. But the greatest thing that you're doing for women is something that they cannot anticipate, is you're helping them walk and talk and have bladder control and libido and a healthy vagina and think clearly and have healthy arteries for every day that they're on earth. And you can prevent most women from going into cognitive decline, heart attacks, breast cancer. Prevent. You can prevent having to go into an assisted living facility and wear Depends diapers. So, my recommendation is what you already suggested. You need to find a doctor who specializes in treating women in menopause. And when they're really up on their craft, they're going to want to treat you your whole life because they know how good that is for you. So, best wishes to you. Just get back on them, because this is not a gabapentin deficiency that you're experiencing. It's not an herb deficiency that you're experiencing. There's no vitamins and minerals that are going to make up for estrogens, testosterone, progesterone, and DHEA. No way. And bioidentical versions of this are absolutely what I advocate. You're just replenishing, not even to youthful levels. You're replenishing to adequacy for a menopausal woman. In our method, we have clearly defined what those parameters are. Not too much and not too little. So I wish you the very best. That's my best suggestion for you. Go find someone who can really assist you get back on these. Good going. Best to you.